insisting that I show you my fittings. But I suppose it'd be good because you could pull a highlight out from this and give it to new recruits. So my skills now allow me to fit better stuff due to I've got electronics and a couple of things, which means I get more CPU and more power grid on all of my suits and vehicles. And then I also have the upgrade skills that reduces the amount that my guns and equipment takes from the suit. So that basically means I can fit better stuff on the free suits, which have quite a low amount to play with. So, I mean, if I just look at my... Let's see, have I still got a copy? No, I'm going to have to make one. Okay, that'll do. With the Aurum, I bought the Tier 1 Assault Suit blueprint original, which is obviously infinite run. And I believe that one is the Raven Assault Type 1. It's a beast, but you won't be able to do that straight out of the box. You have to train up some skill points to get Assault Drop Suit level 1. Caldari Assault Drop Suit level 1. Anyway, if you start, you can get this Militia Assault Drop Suits. I got Aurum Blueprint, but to be honest, the Skin Weave is what some of the beta players have. And you can just get the, just a standard Militia Assault Suit. Only difference between the Primordial is it's a slightly different colour. That is it. So everything else is the same. So the first thing you want to do is stick on Militia armour plates. And then on the left hand side we're going to put some light damage modifiers. We'll go for 2 of those. Okay, and if you've got the skills, you should be able to get a Militia Grenade, the Militia Assault Rifle. I've got the Exile, again, another limited edition weapon. If we go with the Militia Assault Rifle blueprint, if you don't have the blueprints, you just use the militia items and they'll run out every time you die. And then Militia Scrambler Pistol. If you've got room, take the submachine gun. And then I always recommend taking the Nanite Injector, because then you can obviously resurrect your buddies if they've just died next to you and you kill the guy that killed him. You can bring him back to life, reversing that guy's actions. Right, so that would be how you'd fit out your initial suit, your Militia Assault Drop Suit. When you move up, you can get on to the Raven. And like I say, on the Raven I've done pretty much exactly the same thing, only put more armour plates on because it's got an extra slot on the right. Even though that does give you more HP, it means you're slower and you can't jump over barriers. So you can't think, oh, I can just jump over this fence and fall out into cover. That's not going to happen. You're going to end up getting drilled. You'll want to put your skill points when you first come in to level 3. If you get your skill points for Assault Rifle to level 3, Assault Rifle Operation, you'll be able to buy the GEC 38 straight away with the points you get when you first start off. And that's probably the most effective assault rifle to start out with. It doesn't take long to get this suit, and it's really effective if you can actually hit things with it. And that's it really. I mean, if you like snipers, just do exactly the same thing and give it a sniper rifle. Scouts can be used for sniping, but obviously you've got less HP, so you know, if people see you, you can still get a headshot. At least with this, if they miss the headshot, you don't die. So, oh hello, I've got a question. What's this? Yeah, if you can hear this, this is a brick, not a buff tank. So, the idea is to go better in a 1v1 engagement, because on the whole, you just spawn right in front of people on ambush. So if you spawn in the sights of somebody and you can win just because you got a little bit more armor, I'd say that's probably a better strategy. Obviously, if you were playing like the other game type, Yeah, if you were going to play the other game types, then you'd want to stay alive for longer and then definitely take the buffer. But when we start out, we're just trying to get trainees to get good at aiming, and obviously if they can stay they can stay alive that little bit longer, they might be able to hit enough to start winning. And then, like once you're really good at aiming, you can trade off your armor for some other more interesting modules. So, cheers for that question. That's a good question. Right, and then I'm gonna switch it back to the Be Right Back while we get another game on.